Hi guys, today I'm chatting to Remy Kloos. She is a high-altitude mountaineer and she is focusing on becoming the first female African to scale the 7 summits. I thought I'd spend some time with her so we can get to know her better. Let's see what she has to say.
Make the booty bounce on the dance floor.
For joining me today. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you better.
Thanks, Mish. Thanks for having me. It's such a beautiful day. Well, as you know, I'm a high-altitude mountaineer, and the journey to getting myself into high-altitude mountaineering is quite an interesting one. I never really had a big affiliation to the mountains. I mean,
really?
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I grew up in Cape Town, but then I was living in Joburg for 6 years. I've always been a nature baby, but my passion for mountains only began towards the end of 2016.
Okay.
When I found myself in an all-time low, my anxiety was controlling my life, and I just knew that I needed a way to break free, and I needed a challenge so big that I would be reminded of my strength and my own capabilities. So I took myself to Tanzania and decided to climb the highest mountain in Africa.
Wow, so you started big.
Yes, so Kilimanjaro.
Wow.
And when I was standing on the roof of Africa, I was just fueled with this electric energy, and I knew from that moment that I had a soulful connection to the mountains.
Wow, that is so incredible. So you've done Kilimanjaro. Can you tell me about the other climbs that you've done?
Sure, Mish. Well, I'm actually attempting to do all 7 summits, which is the highest mountain on every continent. So I've done Kilimanjaro, like you mentioned, and I've done Elbrus in Russia, and Aconcagua in South America, and Denali in Alaska.
Wow. And which ones do you still have left to go?
Upcoming, Carson's Pyramid in Papua, and then the biggie, Mount Everest in Nepal, which will be April, May next year. And then I'm hoping for Mount Vincent in Antarctica in 2020 as well, in December.
Wow, that will be incredible. So you've done quite a lot of intense climbs. What has been your most difficult one so far?
I definitely have to say my last one, Denali in Alaska.
It must have been really cold.
It really was. And I was actually the only female in a group of 11 climbers.
Wow!
And just to give you an idea, so we would be carrying 25 kgs on our back, embracing temperatures of up to -30 degrees, where every single step you take at that altitude, you are struggling to breathe. It is quite an insane experience, I must say, but also just so beautiful. When those days are perfect and the weather gods are on your side, hypnotic beauty like you'll never witness in your whole life.
Wow.
Yeah.
When attempting a summit, what are some of the risk factors that you face?
So the risk factors are actually occur right from day one when you start the expedition, and the expedition can take up to 2 months. My longest has been 3 weeks. There's so many ways you can die on the mountain.
Okay.
Just to tell you a few that there is HAPE and HACE, which is high altitude pulmonary edema, and high altitude cerebral edema, which is the buildup of fluid around the lungs and the brain, respectively. You can fall into a crevasse. You can slip and fall off the side of a mountain. There's a rock fall and ice fall where, you know, wearing a helmet is a matter of life and death. And then, you know, you can have a heart attack because the high altitude can affect the cardiovascular system as a result of the decreased oxygen in your blood system. And the list can go on and on, Mish. But just to add to that, fear is something that I never take on in my body when I climb. I never do. You have to be responsible and respect the mountain all the time. Don't take chances. But fear is just something I never take on.
I would love to know a little bit more about your training regime. How do you get ready for a summit?
Yeah, that's a great question because, I mean, balmy South Africa doesn't exactly give me the best training ground, but I'm very lucky that the altitude, my body adapts well to the altitude, which is lucky because I don't have very many high mountains around here. But the key for me is to have fun while I train and to mix it up. So I will go train on Table Mountain with a 30 kg backpack. I will go spinning. I will go jogging. I'll do lots of yoga as well. And another key component to training is the mind.
Yes.
So things that I like to do, I don't really like to do it. Cold water immersions. So I'll test myself and see how long I can stay in the cold water. Because at the end of the day, when you're out there on the mountain, a lot of it comes down to your mind and what game you're willing to play with your mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
What role does diet play in your lifestyle and in your training?
Quite a big role. For me, I've decided to go completely plant-based.
Wow, that's amazing.
I find my body just doesn't thrive off meats and animal products. I don't, you know, everyone to their own.
Yes.
I'm not one to say you must be plant-based, but it's really worked for me. And when I climb, I'll take with lots of nuts, dried fruit, even plant-based protein powder that I can put in my water. I really feel like I thrive on this kind of diet.
Okay. And it gives you enough energy and
Really
we're on
does.
the mountains.
Really does.
Okay, great. Aqua Sky is all about being eco-friendly, and I hear that you are actually in the sustainability industry.
I am, Mish. I worked at corporate for 6 years as a sustainability manager with a focus on wellness as well. And I worked at a property company, and it was my main role to make sure our buildings were as resource efficient as possible. So I think, you know, at this day and age, focusing on a sustainable lifestyle is just the only way to go.
Yes, definitely. I totally agree with that. So Remy, I hear there's something to do with you and a sunflower. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes, so whenever I go on expedition, I take this big artificial sunflower with me and I put it on the back of my backpack. And it's quite a sight out there, you know, on the mountains when it's all snowy and cold and windy. And there I am with my sunflower.
Yes.
So I get stopped often by other climbers and we start talking, and it's this awesome reminder of that human connection. And it's just this beacon of positivity, and I'm an extremely positive person. I know you are too.
Yes.
And I really value that quality in people. And I like to bring that positivity with me on the mountain whenever I climb.
I love that.
This is Remy from South Africa. How are you feeling, Remy?
Good. Oh my God.
I have to show your sunflower. See that sunflower on the side? She carries that sunflower everywhere. And yellow is her favorite color, as you can probably see.
Remy, not only are you an amazing mountaineer, but you've made it into something so much bigger. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
I'd love to, because this is really when my heart starts to smile. So as soon as I completed my first climb in Kili, I just knew it was just a journey that was going to be so much bigger than me in the mountains. So I launched a campaign called the Just Climb Initiative, all in aid for the Tlala and Jay Foundation, which is a charity based in the heart of Hillbrow, Johannesburg.
Oh wow.
And to date I've managed to raise about 400,000 Rand, all towards the development of the Children's Community Centre. And for me, that has been my definition of success. It's not really that mountain summit, that is great of course, but the opportunity to give back, that is me succeeding.
Yes, oh, I love that. Well, all these climbs must be very expensive. How have you managed to fund them?
Gosh, it's been tough, but as I mentioned, I was in corporate for 6 years, so I've used all my savings to date to climb all my climbs that I've managed to do. So with Everest and Mount Vincent coming up next year, I am looking to partner with sponsors and brands that share my vision of empowerment with regards to youth and women, but really all those who just wish to push themselves outside their comfort zones, to chase after that thing that sets their souls on fire, right? So I have not got the funding for my last 2 climbs, but I'm confident that I can find the right sponsor and match, but I am still looking for that.
I'm sure you will get it.
Thank you. And if anyone would like to reach out to me,
how can they get in touch with you?
The best is through my social media. So it's at Remy Kloos for Facebook and Instagram. So that's the best.
Okay, great. Thanks,
Mish.
Thank you. Remy, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been really amazing finding out more about your journey, and please keep me updated with how everything goes.
I will, Mish, and thanks for having me. It's been such a beautiful day.
Thank you. Thanks to everyone for watching Conversations with Michelle. I've had such an amazing time getting to know high altitude mountaineer Remy Kloos. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.